contractor's hack. Yeah, I like that. Here in just a few minutes, we'll talk about the local lumber yard that I use and how I really leverage all the experience and knowledge that they have to my benefit, and how it just really helps me be a better contractor, not only to my customers, but better for me. It's that knowledge I learn every time I do a project. I take it and it compounds off the previous knowledge, and makes me better and better. Now, if you're so smart that you can't learn from anybody, hey, don't waste your time on this video. Just go ahead and turn it off. You know, you don't need to learn anything. You know it all already, and that's great. All of us contractors need people like you that we can go behind and fix. It's called job security for us, because you guys are too stupid to figure out that you're doing stuff wrong. I probably shouldn't say that. I'll probably delete that. Anyways, if you're the smartest guy in every room you go to, you're probably not going to the right rooms. So let me show you some of the suppliers and some of the specialty materials supply houses. Some of these are going to be a big duh, but you know, not everybody knows all this stuff. So this is who I use. Not only are you networking with somebody that has a lot of experience in an area that you may not have. So we have Whitaker's floor coverings in here, and these guys have been in business probably almost as long as I've been alive. They handle the scheduling, they handle the warranties, they handle the delivery of materials. These small flooring shops, they do tile, they do window coverings, flooring, LVPs, carpet, marmoleum. They're just a huge value. They have a great showroom. You can email them your plans. They'll meet with your customers. It just adds a level of professionalism that us smaller guys can't provide on our own. I don't have a large showroom. I don't have a full-time designer. I don't have any of that kind of stuff. So these places really add value to my presentation to the customer. You've got to tap into your specialty suppliers sometimes. These guys are a wealth of knowledge on their product. And even if you need to talk to a manager, your sales rep, even the front counter people, they have a lot of knowledge on their product, and they can really help you out a lot. Sorry about that. Building relationships isn't always about what you're doing today. It might help you in the future. I don't use Par Lumber terribly a lot. I love them. There's nothing wrong with them. However, I built a relationship with one of the guys at the pro counter at Lowe's, and he switched jobs, and now he's here doing a great job for Par. But when I come in now, he knows me from previous projects that him and I've done together through their Contractors program at Lowe's. That relationship I built at Lowe's came over here to Par. I don't have a revolving account. I do have a cash account at Par, so they can look me up. Their salespeople can lock in some good prices for me. But again, I really encourage you to build those relationships, and you never know where they might lead in 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Not all suppliers I use are construction only. This is an industrial supplier right here, McDonald Hardware Supply. Been using these guys for, I guess I can say I'm not using these guys. I've been a customer off and on these guys for 20 some odd years, all the way back from, you know, buying specialty parts for bolts and fasteners for automotive projects, my big Jeep, all the way to the construction stuff. Get my epoxies here, get my big concrete anchors. They do have quite the selection of different tools. Now, when I tell you guys that there's some resources out there and you should tap into them, I'm not trying to say that every one of these guys know me personally, because they don't, but they recognize me. I'm a short, fat guy that's always got a smile on his face. I mean, it's true. So back in the day, this was Lumberman's. Then after the 2008 crash, it went to Grow Build, I think it was. And then a few years ago, it became Builders First Source, or something like that. These guys are not too terribly far away from me, but they are super heavy into track houses, apartment complexes, big builders. I'm not a big builder. They've always shown me respect. They've always helped me out every time I've come in here. I know what I'm doing in the construction. I'm not big dollars. I'm a pretty small guy. They're used to working with the big guys, but they've always been friendly and very helpful to me, and I never got the feeling that they wouldn't help me. I always got the feeling that they would look forward to having my business here. It just hasn't been something that I've ever really exercised, not because of a fear that they wouldn't be good for me, but I already have a good relationship built with another company. Right when I started filming, rain. So check out the Pro Desks. They're usually right around the contractor sales area. They deal with mass purchases, special orders. When you go inside these departments, really lean on the people that you see always running the departments. So Home Depot in my town, the plumbing department, there's a lady in here named Lori. She knows her stuff. No, she's not a plumber, and I don't believe she's ever been a plumber, but she's been running this department for, at least 10 years. And she will point out things that I never knew when it comes time for my remodel projects that has a weird plumbing thing that I just didn't know even existed. I go in there with the problem, and she will spend 10-15 minutes in with her solving that problem. So really capitalize on the knowledge that's in some of these stores. Here's another example of a small town lumber yard. Spaeth is a great lumber yard. As far as I know, they have 2 locations. They do a good job with the resources they have as far as space. They are downtown, and they do have a large lot, but they have a great little lumber yard in here for an in-town lot. Inside, they have some pretty knowledgeable folks. Again, not one of my bases of regular places to stop. But they have a huge value. When I work in this area and I need the space has always got what we need for our industry. We do have a Home Depot that's, I think if I could show you, it's literally across the highway right over here. I will oftentimes stop by Space first before I go to Home Depot, just because it's hometown. I like these smaller shops. I like these smaller yards. They have a great little fleet of delivery trucks. They do full remodel and new build packages, lumber packages that they'll bring out. They carry some pretty cool special cedar siding that I can't find anywhere else. They'll have dozens of boards of something that when we're doing a window replacement and we just need 1 or 2 chunks of some cedar siding, this is where I'll go right away. So again, take this knowledge of these guys and leverage it for yourself. Find your community, find your group of people that want to help you succeed in that. All right, so all that said, that leads me to here, Summit Ace Hardware. This is a small lumberyard, full service lumberyard. You have a great big garden center over there that I have a long history with. Several different phases of my life. As a kid growing up in this town, this was one of my first jobs. During high school, I'd come here after school, and weekends I'd work. But moving out of state and then back in, it's taken me a few years to build a relationship with the current owners and management team. The investment in my time and energy has been amazing. The knowledge that I gain from the sales staff here, it's really worth the effort you put into it. Let me introduce you to them. Our paint department over there is Cynthia. And here's, tucked way back here in the corner, is where all of my help is at. There's Chad smiling like. Got Mike. Got Isaac. You have the birthday girl, Stephanie. So these guys make my job a lot easier. When I come in, usually I give my plans to Stephanie. She goes through them and she asks me a whole bunch of questions. And honestly, out of 10 questions she asked me, I maybe have the answers for 5 or 6 of them. She sees things that I don't, because Stephanie sees a ton of different plans that I don't see. I only see my projects and a couple others. Chad has helped me out a bunch. Isaac's just a pain in the butt. He's one of the owners. Mike's the
glorified assistant.
Yeah, he's. I don't know what Mike does around here yet. We haven't figured that one out. But every time I call, he helps me out, so it's pretty good. So contractors, listen. I really suggest you get to know your local retailers, your local contractor, your contractor sales. They will see way more projects than you will, and they'll see it from different perspectives, from different builders. So they will have their eyes open to different things than what we do, just being narrow-minded on our one project this one time. So really reach out to these guys that are a wealth of knowledge. How many years, Chad?
13.
Mike?
3.
Still new guy. Isaac?
Probably 24 in the industry.
Stephanie, you don't have to answer if you don't want to.
20.
So 20, 45, 48. So we're at, what is that? Almost 60 years of combined experience between these four folks.
Not all good experience.
Hey, if you can't learn from your mistakes. All right, so that's just kind of a helpful tip for everybody. Get to know the contractor sales in whatever store you're at. And they can, like Stephanie has helped save me thousands of dollars of mistakes that I would have ordered, material and been wrong and had to bring it back. The smaller shops, get into those lumber yards and get to know the contractor sales. Some of them might be a little bit of an old curmudgeon, a little bit of a butthead, but once you break through that skin, they can really help you out. And if you find that they don't want to, or you're not cool enough for them, or you're not big enough for them, then say, screw it, go find somebody else. There's all sorts of options. And then stay loyal. If you're loyal to them, they will help you out a ton. Summit Ace Hardware, they have a great garden center. They have a full, lumber yard. It's all the way around. They have brought material out for me at the last minute. They've special ordered stuff. They've rushed orders in. They have just really been a huge asset to me. And I can't speak enough about building connections in the trades, whether it's your retail center or if it's other tradesmen, subcontractors, general contractors that you're buddies with. Make connections. Be smart about what you're doing. Leverage other people's knowledge. If you're a butthole, they're not going to want to see you succeed. These folks here, they refer my name out to customers that come in looking for a builder or looking for some construction work to be done. So really concentrate on building connections. I think connections is extremely underrated. I think there's way too many lone wolves out there. I think there's way too many people out there that you think you know everything. You don't need any help from anybody. You don't need any advice. Well, that's just a waste. There's so much information out there available to you. Why you're not using it is just foolish. I don't understand that. So again, as a wrap up, I just want to say thank you, Summit, Ace Hardware, and they've been great to me. And go out there, start building your guys' connections, and start leveraging other people's knowledge, and they will help you succeed. And at the same time, you can support them. All right.